Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be upholstering a golf cart seat. Pretty much we're going to be wrapping it in vinyl. It's pretty much probably generic here. We're going to be basically doing two videos in one. I'm going to do the one for the Melex, but then I'm going to do one just upholstering a vinyl seat. So that's what we're going to be doing. As you see, definitely need it replaced. This thing's seen better times. This old golf cart I've been working on is actually one that's been on a farm for a long time, and I'm just going to make it a little bit better. I think I'm going to have 4 episodes once it's finished. But let's get back to the upholstery part of it. Okay, as far as upholstering, I've never done a golf cart seat. I have done upholstering, just minor stuff. I use cloth most of the time. I think I may have used vinyl before, just been a long time. So that's what we're going to do. Now let me show you what we're working on. Okay. What we got here is a piece of 4-inch foam. I've got the foam from an old 4-inch mattress that I had that we very seldom ever used. It was used for guests, for kids and stuff. So we never used it. It's been in a shipping container, been wrapped up for years and years and years. So that's what we're going to be using. I cut it out. It's actually a 40 by 22 is how big it is. So I made it an inch bigger. So it's going to be a half-inch overhang. So it's a 41 by 23 is what I cut it. Now I went ahead and cut this ahead of time because I wasn't even planning on doing a video, but there's a couple different ways that you can cut this. I've tried a bunch of them just to see how it would work. I used just a regular razor edge. Didn't work. You have too much trouble. You got too much unevenness. I used a X-Acto knife, but I only had a short one. I didn't have a long one. The X-Acto knife would be the best thing to use if you have one that's long enough to give you a straight cut. Electric knife, I think, would definitely be, if you have one, would be by far the best thing. What I ended up using was a hacksaw blade made for cutting metal. It did a pretty good job. It's not perfect, but it's going to do for what I need it for. We're going to wrap this in marine grade vinyl. Everything's really easy on this, doing it. There's a couple different ways. The hardest part about this is actually the corners. And that's where I'm going to have problems with, just like everybody else does. I got to decide if I want to just stretch the corners and try to make them look decent, or do I just want to do what I call a pleated or a folded vinyl. And we'll try both of them to see which one I like. Once I get to that point, we'll go there. I'll bring back after I cut the vinyl. I'm going to cut the vinyl. It was actually 4.5 inches long here, 4.5 inches long there, so it had 41 inches. So 4.5 inches more on each side. That's 9, so that's 50. So I have a 54-inch sheet. That's what I'm going to use. I think that'll give me 2-inch overhang. That'll be plenty. And then I'll probably make a little bit more overhang on the edges. I need another 9 inches to the 23, so that's 32, and we're going to say 36, so we're going to say 38. 38 by 54 is what we're going to go with. Bring you back a little bit. Okay. What we got to do now is I squared everything up on the vinyl. The vinyl, you get everything where it's even on this side, even on this side, even on the back, and even on the front. That way we have the same amount of vinyl on every side. Do the same thing with the foam, get it even on all sides. I am leaving just a hair more on the front than I am the back, because the back actually has to raise up and I don't want it rubbing the back of the cart. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to tighten down the centers. Just pull it, punt. Just FYI, just from experience, I know you'll have to do this a couple times probably just to get it right. You're going to do the centers, then we'll do the corners. What we're trying to do is get all these seams out of there, or ripples, whatever you want to call. Feels pretty good. Again, tight. Again, make sure you keep an eye on the vinyl. Make sure it's staying tight, especially the front where it's going to be seen. It's easy to look down the line and see if it's about the same tightness. The foam will be rolled over a little bit. I'm going to use the 1/4" staples here. I'll come back later and use the 3/8 staple. If you don't have it, if you don't have the 1/4 or 3/8, I recommend a 3/8 over the 1/4. You just have to put so many, you'll have to put a lot of staples in no matter what. Looking real good. Okay, now you're going to do the side same way. You're going to pull it very taut and get it leveled out so it's all squared. Do the same thing. Now let's I think I've decided to go with a folded corner, and I'll show you what that is here in just a minute. Okay, just eyeball it down through there. You can see if it's being smooth or not, or if you need to tighten it up a little bit more. Okay, now I can sit here and play with it until I get all these seams out, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do what I call folded over edge. And what that's going to entail is tucking in the, and do all the corners the same. And I'm going to have to take that one out. Step it over one too far. What you want to do is get this corner right here to be very square. And guys, this is by far the hardest part of it, for ladies, whoever. Okay, I'm gonna go get my scissors. I'll be right back. And I'm actually going to do the back side first. That way if I mess it up, it's going to be on the back side. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just tighten this so it's going to be tight all the way around. So I have kind of an idea where I need to cut. And now we'll just put a staple right here. I got it squared across the edge. Cut this little piece out. All I'm doing here is trying to give it a little relief where it won't bunch up. There we go. That's what we're talking about. You gotta do the same thing you did all the way down the line. You gotta make sure this thing's stretched tight. And this is probably the most important place. I'm gonna try to get that folded in just a tad more. Used to get another guy named Tad Moore. A long time ago. Good. Once you get it, staple it, staple it, staple it. And I'm going to cut some of this off once we get finished. This seam right here to me looks best overall. It looks like a regular cushion. You can, like I said, you can sit here and play with it and try to get that to come out smooth. I'm just not real good at it. So this is the way I'm going to do all four of them. I'll bring you back when I finish. Okay, let's see what this thing looks like. Looks pretty good. I'm actually going to tuck that in. It looks like I see it now. I'll tuck that in a little bit. I don't know. I'll just leave it like that. So anyway, there's no wrinkles here is what I like about it. Usually if you try to stretch it over, you can heat it and do all kind of crazy stuff to it, and you can get it to look halfway decent when you heat the edges. I just didn't like the way that looked, so I did it this way. I just call this a rollover. I don't know what they call it in the real world because I'm not an upholster, but it looks real good. I'm happy with the way it looks. Getting ready to put it on the cart here in a few minutes. I'll bring you back once I do that. I hope to help some of you. See you later.